c'est lourd et les différentes positions qu'on a pu voir, ils l'ont démontré. Et du détaillé aussi, hein, pareil comme sérieux outsider pour les finales de la vie. On attendra bien sûr, dès ce soir on aura la tendance de savoir qui va affronter l'équipe de France. Et les matchs de demain affirmeront cette tendance.
C'est ça. Allez, un peu plus de 14 minutes. On va voir dans quelques instants les hymnes, la présentation des équipes. Et puis on attaquera ce match France-Canada.
Pour ça, c'est ceux qui nous ont rejoints, je rappelle les règles du basket fauteuil. Le basket fauteuil, c'est très simple. Ce sont les mêmes règles qu'au basket. 4 cartons de 10 minutes. Le panier à 2 points à l'intérieur du cercle, à l'extérieur 3 points. La particularité en basket fauteuil, c'est qu'effectivement, chaque personne en fauteuil a un handicap différent. Un handicap donne un nombre de points et le 5 majeur sur le terrain ne peut pas dépasser 14 points. Je rappelle que vous pouvez suivre en direct comme nous sur notre tablette toutes les statistiques du match sur la page internet de l'IWBF. Si vous êtes fan de statistiques, n'hésitez pas. Vous pouvez également aller sur la page YouTube de l'IWBF pour le live TV. Live TV, c'est ce que nous avons actuellement en direct sur la plateforme numérique de l'équipe et puis sport de tous les matchs de ce tournoi, la Check for Box.
Moi, quand je me retourne, mon cher Renaud, je vois des Français, des Canadiens, il y a du monde. Ça promet quand même une très belle ambiance. Hein.
Alors, avant justement le lancement des joueurs, je propose qu'on fasse un maximum de bruit pour l'équipe de France.
C'est vrai?
Alors attention, un maximum de bruit pour l'équipe de France. Demande à vous faire à mes supporters puisque vous nous entendez parfaitement. Il y a des mots qui t'appellent. Voilà, il faudra préparer votre téléphone s'il vous plaît. Vous pouvez commencer à sortir vos téléphones portables. On va faire une petite étoile pour l'équipe de France et l'équipe du Canada lors de l'entrée des drapeaux dans 2 minutes. Vous pouvez commencer à sortir vos drapeaux à vos téléphones et à commencer à allumer vos téléphones. You can turn on your phone, yes, for a special star light at the entry of the flag. De cet instant de calme avant la tempête de la présentation des équipes pour remercier l'ensemble des bénévoles, l'ensemble de l'équipe des Chartes, notamment Thomas qui est à notre côté pour lancer le cube, le célèbre cube de l'Azur Arena Antibes, Superstar sortie de terre en 2013 qui accueille les Chartes en Pro B de basket également, de nombreux événements dans le cadre de la préparation du label Terre de jeu 2024 ici à Antibes. Tout au long de la partie, vous pourrez également suivre l'ensemble suivi des scores sur les 2 tableaux lumineux à droite et à gauche du terrain, et notamment également le nombre de fautes proposées, présentées par les équipes sur le parquet, fautes individuelles et fautes également par équipe. Mesdames et messieurs, merci d'accueillir les drapeaux. The Canada flag, the French flag. Merci d'accueillir les drapeaux canadiens et les drapeaux français. Canada Team. Merci d'accueillir l'équipe du Canada.
Number 4,
Well, good evening, international wheelchair basketball fans, and welcome to the Azur Arena here live in the beautiful city of Antibes on the south coast of France. It's currently game day 2 of the 2024 IWBF Repechage, where teams will be competing for a last chance for Paris. Yes, indeed, 4 teams from this tournament will be joining the USA, Great Britain, Spain, and Australia for the 2024 Paralympics. Tonight, the final game of game day 2 will indeed be our host France, as they will be taking on the mighty Canada. Well, welcome fans, and a big shout out to the IWBF for hosting such a magnificent tournament. The first of its kind, in which 4 teams will get the opportunity to finally qualify for the ultimate competition of World Wheelchair Hoops. Well, both these two teams starting very differently. Yesterday, Canada had to start a campaign against a very strong national team from the Netherlands, while France hosted a very exciting encounter with Team Iran. And now the French national team players are coming out as they get ready for what is going to be an exciting atmosphere here at the Azur Arena. Well, France, of course, did start out in fine fashion. They had a big lead against the Iranians, but Iran, of course, with a lot of spirit, did make a very good comeback. But the game was ultimately decided with a half-court shot in which the French did lead with a big victory. Well, if you are new to international wheelchair basketball, the 4 teams who have already qualified for the Paris Paralympics have done so through the Continental Para Championships. In the case of the Europeans, it was Great Britain and Spain that competed at the European Para Championships in Rotterdam. Australia winning the Oceania and Asia Para Championships. Well, of course, the USA more recently winning the Pan American Para Championships in Santiago, Chile. But at the moment, these 2 teams will be hopefully trying to compete on the final day for position with those 4 superior teams in Paris. But at the moment, we ask you kindly, if you're able to do so, to stand for the national anthems of both France and, of course, Canada.
The national anthem of France, l'hymne national de la France.
Well, the national anthems of two very beautiful countries have been sung of both France and Canada. And now the players and coaches will shake hands, pay each other homage, give each other the accolades as we're now 3 minutes away from tip-off. Well, hello and welcome to all the international wheelchair basketball fans. This is the 2024 IWBF Repechage tournament in which 4 teams will be competing to join our already 4 contestants at the 2024 Paris Paralympics. Well, both these two teams respectfully did compete at the IWBF World Championship in Dubai. Probably didn't finish exactly where they expected to go due to their competitive nature, but now it's a new challenge, a new horizon they'll be going on, and that target indeed is the Eiffel Tower, the Azur Arena, the home and host of the 2024 Paralympics. Well, Coach Matteo Ferriani, of course, knows that they got off to a tough start. They played actually relatively well against the Netherlands, but of course the second half did belong to the Dutch. Well, of course, this Canadian national team led by the likes of the greatest wheelchair basketball player of all time, one Mr. Patrick Anderson, classified as a 4.5 player. They got some good contribution from Nikola Gonchin, and not to mention Garen Ostapchuk. But look out for the like of Vincent Delaire. He will be in the starting lineup, and of course, contributions coming from Chad Jasmine and Colin Higgins. Well, for Canada, it's about playing for 4 quarters, while for France, it's about protecting the home court advantage. They have the crowd behind them. Well, coach Frank Bonarand, of course, has a very talented star lineup. We didn't see Alexis Ramene in the previous game, but look out for Sofiane Meriaoui, a key player for this team. Well, this French team, of course, a brotherhood. They went through the tough time of the IWBF World Championship in Dubai, but now it looks like from their opening game against Iran, they've learned, they've grown together, and tonight they plan to go 2-0. But Canada was in town, and they will have something to say about that. This French team, backed by a very passionate crowd here at the Azur Arena in Antibes, France. Of course, the key contributors, John said, did have 28 points for France in their victory against Iran, but they're going to need other players to step in and step up. The likes of Callier had 14 points. Cayolle as well had 12. Of course, many factors this French national team can't go to, but defense will be the key pedigree. And of course, you know about Canada, this team is predicated from their defense. They will try to make life very tough for this French national team. Well, for the Canadians, as we mentioned, they were relatively strong and competitive against the Netherlands. At times, they took the lead. But as we said, wheelchair basketball is a game of 4 quarters. And collectively, this unit, they're very close. But it's also about planning for the future. Patrick Anderson, everybody's going to have eyes on him. So other players are going to have to try to contribute over the 40 minutes.
Allez, c'est parti dans quelques instants, le coup d'envoi de ce France-Canada. Un premier carton qui va commencer d'ici quelques secondes.
Well, as the great Jeff Taylor would say, the voice of international basketball, this is international wheelchair basketball. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching in the world. Welcome to the Azur Arena. France will get the first possession. Well, tempo is going to be key in this one. France have to make sure every possession counts for them offensively. Well, trying to go early from the perimeter. The 3 is up, no good. And that's going to be France's ball deep on the sideline, and they will get a fresh 14. Well, Remy Bailey will be in the starting lineup along with Audrey Cayolle, Christophe Carlier, and Jérôme Durand. Nicolas Jorancet as well. Jorancet was their top scorer in their win against Iran, as I already mentioned. Can he replicate the same offensive success here tonight? France going for the mid-range, just rolling its way in and out. And now the Canadians looking to push this one in transition. Higgins looking to go down the middle. Has Patrick Anderson just ahead of him. Finds Anderson, almost fumbles this one. And as you can see, the same defensive game plan as the Netherlands. 2 players around Anderson. There's the pump fake. The shot was up, but no good. Jérôme Durand Top of the key, looking for options. Passes this one up on the baseline. Both teams struggling here early on. Just need to settle into the game, but here comes Patrick Anderson. Nice passing here from Canada. Goes for a layup off the backboard. The bank is open early on. First 2 points coming from Garrett Ostepchuk. But you like how cool and composed, the composure being shown by this Canadian national team. Defensively trying to be as compact as possible, trying to force France into tough pressure situations, but it's no good. Counted. Well, the and one coming early on from Nicolas Jean-Serre. Well, Jean-Serre again mid-range. This man becomes Mission Automatique. Well, he was the top scorer for France in their victory, and again, if he gets cooking here tonight, an entree of French delight could be a problem for the Canadian defense. Jean-Serre converts a three-point play. France taking an early 1-point lead. Just under 2 minutes been played here so far. Well, Canada trying to go for the perimeter. Nothing dropping at the moment. France trying to push this. Durand finding options, goes inside the paint, no foul calls, but that was a wide open layup for Remy Bailey. Canada taking their time, finding Anderson, goes baseline off the bank, and again, Canada. Well, smooth passing. And again, who else to make a tough shot than the greatest player of all time, Patrick Anderson. Now pump fakes. Tries to find an opening, puts up a little 10-foot, but can't get it. And now Canada looking to break, leading by 1. But again, the pass is too strong coming from Anderson. And unfortunately, Colin Higgins was unable to convert. Well, again, what a magnificent venue we're currently here at the Azur Arena. Big shout out to the IWBF for organizing this event. Home crowd coming out in loud voice. But it's another turnover. Both teams choking under a little pressure early on. Just need to calm down and settle into the game. Well, big shout out to the fans currently watching live on the IWBF YouTube. So shout out to the MVP, Boris Krenitz. Shout out to Jonathan Pollock and Paul Bowes and Professor Parks. I like that name. Mid-range on the baseline again, not converted here by the Canadians. France looking to extend. Trying to regain the lead at the moment. Jean-Serre left wide open. They could pay for this, and they do just that. Well, one man you don't want to give any time or space to is Mission Automatique. He is simply cash money from the mid-range. Well, again, this game tough to call, of course. Canada opening up against the Netherlands yesterday. Tough one for them. But a nice response there from the mid-range. Chad Jasmine, also known as Jazzy. Defensively, both teams showing a few weaknesses without too many wide open looks. Jean-Serre coming off one screen. Good switch on defense by Garrett Ostepchuk. One pass going. Goes to the fadeaway off balance, unable to get this one. Canada secure the rebound, leading by 1. Well, Deleur had some good minutes in the fourth quarter against the Netherlands, but it just was enough. Good hands. Well, Caillot, excuse me, no. Durand now put his hand in the cookie jar. He comes up with it. Trying to push this one for Les Bleus. Tough pass inside the paint. Finding Carlier, goes in, finish it, no problem, as France regain a 1-point lead. Well, effective passing coming from Les Bleus. The one advantage they'll have in this game is this magnificent home crowd of French fans coming in the building to support their international wheelchair basketball team, gunning to be going to Paris this summer. Anderson gives this one up. The shot is no good again, but that's a good look by Jazz. Well, Jazzy's got to keep taking those. Remember, it just can't be Patrick Anderson that becomes the focal point on offense. The defense will become too convenient for the French. Sean said, trying to shift and shake, goes in for the mid-range, and wow, doesn't quite get the lucky drop. Canada looking for an opening. Anderson pump fakes, off balance, just a little too strong. And now France looking to push. Leading by 1 point. Over halfway gone here so far in the first quarter, just over 4 minutes left. Well, the key is going to be moving the ball, getting into dangerous situations, but creating high percentage looks, and it's going to be a French turnover. Good defense by the Canadians. And that's forms of inspiration Canada can build on. As we saw in the opening game, and we saw this a couple of times at the IWBF World Championship, Canada has the talent. It's a mix of veteran talent and also up-and-coming youth players. But playing for 4 quarters is going to be the key. It's Anderson missing the three-pointer. Well, Durand thought about going for the three-pointer. Patient offense from the French. Good passing so far. The home crowd getting into this one. The chance of Allez le Bleu. Baseline play goes in. Count it. Smooth play by Audrey Cayol. Well, nice penetration going coast to coast. No defense stopping him whatsoever. Colin Higgins taking advantage of a transition play. Maybe that's one area Canada can be effective in. Transition, fast break. Now here's a turnover. Can they do the same thing? A counterattack coming from the Canadians. France getting all players back. Higgins finding Anderson. Cayol with good defense. Anderson with a hand in his face, and again, simply Patrick Clutch Anderson. Well, there's been a lot of talk from the experts, the enthusiasts, the passionates here at the Azur Arena. For Anderson, must get between 20 and 30 for them to have a chance of winning, but a chance out for some of these other Canadian players to step into the frame. 2:30 to go here in the first quarter. Canada with a 1-point lead so far. Well, change coming in here for the Canadians and for France as Mehiaoui checks into the game. Remy Bailey checks out. As now Nick Gonchin comes in for the first time. He played very well in the first half against the Dutch. Now they go to Gonchin. Baseline straight off the bench. It's on target, but it's just a little too strong. And now France looking to break. Mehiaoui with the cross court. Sean said, Canada's defense very wary now every time he has the balls. Now Sofiane Mehiaoui for downtown. Saves this one from going out of bounds. Cayol for 15, he's wide open, puts it up, knocks it down. Well, you have to appreciate the effort by Mehiaoui, chasing that one, preventing it from going out of play. And Cayol finishing off with a 2-point shot from 15. Nice give and go, good passing. Getsien, well, no, it's got to be an offensive foul. I think that is the right decision in the end, but Canada be very disappointed. Credit to the Canadians' offense, finding ways to get inside the French key and get those open looks. In this case, the 2 points won't count. 95 seconds here in the first quarter. Jean Serre with Delaire's hand in his face, but again, this guy, again, Monsieur Automatique, he's on fire. And if he replicates the same game as yesterday, France will have a good chance of going 2-0 here this evening. Well, Gonchin on the baseline, doesn't get the roll on it. France looking to break yet again, they have the numbers. France's fans finding their voice, trying to make the atmosphere in here an electric one. Mekiakwe from 15, again, doesn't get the right angle, but an offensive rebound, well, doesn't go up with it. Great shots for second opportunity there, but now France will do it the hard way, and a foul's going to be called against Canada. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Third team foul against Canadians. Well, it's a slight little bump. They're going to call this one against Jasmine. Change coming in for Canada. Bo Hedges, the captain and veteran of this team, started playing wheelchair basketball back in 1996. One of the more experienced international wheelchair players in the world, and I tell you what, he's an even better person. You talk about his career, he's such a humble person, but let me tell you, the accolades, you've got to give this man some credit. He's been there, he's done that. He's achieved what there needs to be achieved in this wonderful sport. Mekiakwe down the middle, goes off the backboard. Just a little too strong off the bank. 3 seconds difference between game and shot clock. Canada looking to cut this down to 1-point ball game. The layup's no good. Jean Serre with the rebounds. Home crowd now getting a little bit louder. Finds Jean Serre, has a pump fake, just can't get it. Mekiakwe offensive rebound. He'll draw the foul, and he will go to the charity stripe as Bo Hedges gets called for the foul.
La faute des numéros 12, Patrick Anderson. Et 2 lancers francs pour l'équipe de France, pour notre numéro 9, Sofiane.
Well, again, if you are watching us live on the IWBF YouTube, please make sure you like this live stream and also subscribe to IWBF on YouTube and follow us on all social media platforms of X, Instagram, and Facebook. Well, it's a tight game, of course, and I'd like to know the opinions of all the international wheelchair basketball fans. Who's going to win this game? Will it be France or will it be Canada? Mekiakwe, another foul. Well, he got the offensive rebound. Canada, they had their last donut, but nobody called box out. As now Sofiane Mekiakwe will go back to the charity stripe for 2 more free throws after going 0 for 2. Well, if you go back to the phenomenal game we had yesterday between Iran and France, I mean, it was a magnificent opening ceremony for that matter. They've done an excellent job out here in the Azur Arena Antibes. Mekiakwe played 30 minutes yesterday, only 2 points, did have 4 free throw attempts. All points, of course, coming from the free throw line. Doesn't get this one. Patrick Anderson getting the rebound, and that is the end for the first quarter here at the Azur Arena. Currently, France lead this one by 2 possessions, 14-10 against Canada. We'll try and run you through some of the key statistics. Well, Canada currently been led by Patrick Anderson. He has 4 points, also has 1 assist and 1 rebound. While les Bleus, la France, led by Nicolas Jean Serre, 7 points so far for Jean Serre. I mean, he was on fire yesterday. 28 points, 1 rebound short of a double-double. Well, here are some of the key replays from the first quarter. Well, it was a good start for the Canadians. They were getting out of transition, but defensively, they need to figure out a solution for this man. Because if Monsieur Automatique keeps firing, it is going to be a problem for Canada. Well, the Canadians, right now, as we mentioned, wheelchair basketball is a game of 4 quarters. And as we saw against Netherlands, they were magnificent for the first 3. But in the fourth quarter, mental and emotional physical fatigue settling in as they struggled. But who wouldn't against the likes of Mendelop Denert, not to mention the likes of Matthijs Bellers. Netherlands, one of the heavy favorite teams to do well at this tournament. But you got to give credit to both France and Canada. They're also very good. But only one team can win tonight. Will France go 2-0 or will Canada go 1-1? We'll find out. Second quarter about to get back underway.
Ainsi que C'est reparti pour le deuxième carton. La France Canada de 10.
Canada trailing by 4 points. First possession, Anderson from 15. Slightly off to the right. France getting the rebounds. Durant still scoreless in this game so far. Finding Collier. Collier one field goal. Now they go to Caillot. He's been one of their main offensive threats along with Jean-Serre. Collier puts up a tough one. Can't get it. The rebound has been secured by Gauchin. Canada looking to chip into the deficit. Momentum will be key for these two teams, especially for the visitors. Gauchin baseline puts this one up. Didn't quite get the rotation on the follow through. Patient passing from the French. Caillot used the backball, but too strong, and that's a golden opportunity for Caillot. Needs to try and knock those down. France want to build more momentum. Canada definitely one of those teams capable of making a run. Well, as we saw with France yesterday against Iran, they had a big lead for that matter. And Iran made an impressive comeback, only to lose the game by 2 points. Change coming in for the Canadians. Patrick Anderson, he will take a breather as he will go out. Colin Higgins coming back in for Canada. 8:43 so far left here in the second quarter. Both teams still scoreless. Anderson hasn't left the game, actually, my apologies. And another missed attempt from the veteran. France looking to extend. Mehawi looking for options at the moment. Time winding down here on the shot clock. Got to get something going. Jean-Serre's got to think about shooting. Off balance, fade away, but again, Monsieur Automatique, s'il vous plaît. Oh, he is on fire. 9 points already here in the first half. And now you hear the French fans here at the Azur Arena. Allez, le bleu. Canada needs something. Anderson looking for options. Two players around him. Bo Hedge is wide open, but Anderson goes himself. Canada maybe just need to move the ball a little bit more. Create high percentage looks. At the moment, the isolation play just isn't quite working for them. Caillot twisting, turning. Goes off the backboard, draws a foul, so he'll go to the free throw line. Well, there's a replay. So far, France 2 for 5 from the free throw line. There will be another trip here. As André Caillot, the captain of this French national team, will go to the charity stripe. Well, he didn't go to the free throw line yesterday, but he did have 12 points, 7 rebounds, so quite a big contribution for that victory against Iran. Six points for Caillot, 8-point lead to France. Building confidence each and every possession on both ends of the floor. And a timeout's going to be called by Canada as they trail by the biggest deficit of the game at the moment, 18-10 to the host France. Well, Coach Matteo Ferriani just probably needs to address the offense at the moment. Well, Canada, of course, I mean, they went into the IWBF World Championship this summer with a lot of expectations. Of course, who wouldn't, of course, with the talented team that they do have. Here are some of the top replays so far from this game. Well, the Canadians did end up finishing 6th. They lost to Italy on the final day. Quite an exciting game that was. It was a 56-67 victory to the Italians. Godchin led the Canadians with almost a near double-double of 15 points and 7 rebounds in Dubai.
1, 2, 3, head up!
Just over 2.5 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Canada looking to build something from this timeout. Has Ferriani found the solution? Repechage playing facilitator here at the moment. Now we're under 10 here on the shot clock. Anderson on the baseline, going out, fade away, and again, a good response there from the greatest wheelchair basketball player of all time. Mehiawi trying to go back door, getting inside the key. Well, that one almost came down with snow on it. Well, the high arcing shot almost went over the French Alps, but it didn't go in. Finding Anderson, tough pass, keeps it alive, goes up, and now it's a 4-0 run for the Canadians. And that timeout by Coach Ferriani may have just been the best decision so far here in the first half for Canada. But a foul is going to be called. It's going to be the second team foul against Canadians. Well, interesting already, Ostapchuk is in a bit of foul trouble. He does have 3 fouls. And that could be a bit of a worrying sign. He is on the bench at the moment, but he did pick up those fouls all in the first quarter. But he's a player they depend on. Jean Serre finding Cayol. This is good passing by France. Well, it was a good look, but they're unable to finish as Dallaire getting the rebound. And now Canada looking to break. Higgins thinks about it, takes a 3, it's up, and again, it was on target, but it just rolled its way in and out of the bucket. As now Sofiane Mehiawi trying to lead France on the counterattack. Foul's going to be called. That's the third team foul against Canada. 5:52 to go here in the second quarter. Sideline possession to the French. Currently, it's a 4-0 run for the Canadians. Mehiawi thinks about it. Now he takes it, but again, unsuccessful. Well, neither team at the moment having too much success on the perimeter. Both three-point attempts. And now Canada going a 6-0 run. And that 8-point lead has been dissected down to a 1-possession lead to the French. As now Les Bleus, they'll call timeout. They want to talk it over. And I imagine this is going to be to try and reorganize the defense. Well, again, we'd like to welcome all the international wheelchair basketball fans currently watching this game live on the IWBF YouTube. And as always, please hit that like button and subscribe to the IWBF. Every like, every subscription just helps further promote the wonderful international game of wheelchair hoops. Well, wheelchair basketball is a game of runs, and as you saw, the French build a surmountable 8-point lead. But Canada, when they called timeout, they regrouped, and now they have found themselves right back in the game. Well, looking at the key statistics in this game, the French have 19 rebounds, 5 of them being offensive. While for Canada, 0 offensive rebounds, which is very interesting because a lot of the points are coming off counterattacks. It starts to make you think, if France are able to convert more second chance points, this might very well be their game to take. Mehiawi trying to use a ball screen. Cayol, give and go here, finds Collier inside the key, and that's a good response. Both teams calling timeouts when they came out of them. All of a sudden, the offense looking very, very different. 4-point lead to the French. Anderson looking for options. Makes a very, very tough pass, finding Colin Higgins. Higgins will put this one up. Just a little too strong. France coming up with a rebound. And here we go. Patient play from Les Bleus. Collier inside the key, but that one hits a back iron. That's not a bad look. That's a good offense. It's open, it's a high percentage look, but it just wasn't converted. Higgins down the middle, goes up, draws a foul. Oh no, offensive foul. Yeah, out of control play. Great call by the official. Well, Higgins picking up his second personal foul. Canada currently with 2 players on 2 fouls for men and Higgins. While Garrett Ostapchuk does have 3. Well, only 1 French player has a foul, and that is Sofiane Mehiaoui. Nice give and go, but again, fumbles the pass. And now Canada can break. They need numbers to get ahead. Higgins looking for options. Well, has Jonathan Vermette along with him, and they go to Anderson. Anderson gives up the dime. Hedge is going to go up, but he misses too short. And that is a golden opportunity for the Canadians. Mehiaoui down the middle. Patrick Anderson stopping him in his tracks. Colliers misses last few, but again sinks this one. And the home crowd all of a sudden erupting into a big, big cheer of electricity. 6-point lead to France. Oh, nice play, nice pass. Got to finish. Yes, he does. The Higgins-Anderson connection. Well, Patrick Anderson, of course, just one thing he probably doesn't get enough credit for is his vision, but Collier back-to-back buckets for the French. And Ferriani is going to call a timeout. I think he's a little bit disappointed with his team's transition defense. France doing an excellent job of getting the ball ahead and making sure every transition counts. So that's going to be the key focal point of this timeout. Well, interesting about Canada, they only have 2 fast break points as it stands. Of course, Patrick Anderson leading the Canadians in scoring, but Collier at the moment, he is on fire. And hopefully, him being on fire doesn't set off the fire alarm here in the Azur Arena. Well, interesting here, France getting 4 points inside the paint, also converting 4 points from Canadian turnovers. But you can clearly see there's a big difference in the transition play of these two teams. France just seem to be a lot more smooth, a lot more fluid in the transition. But credit to Canada defensively, although they are down by 6, they have been very well organized at times. Hedges top of the key, finds Higgins. Higgins in and around the defense, tries to go off the bank, and it's open, and he cuts it down to a 2-possession deficit. Just over 3 minutes left here in the first half. Well, he is playing some big minutes so far here for the Canadians. 6 points tonight for Higgins. Chancel just a little too short on the 3-pointer, but good defense. Highly contested 3-point attempt. Can Canada chip into this and make this a 1-possession ball game? Oh, answer from downtown, and Mr. Anderson, you are the one. Cutting it down to a 1-point deficit. First 3-pointer of the game for either of these two teams. And it's back and forth action between both Canada and France. Joncel looking for a response, rolls its way in and out. Canada come up with a loose ball. They can take the lead. Collier trying to defend Anderson. A foul is going to be called on the reach. And that's only going to be the second team foul against France in the entire first half. And it's on Mahiaoui. That's the second foul. Well, double change coming in for Les Bleus. Checking into the game is Alexei Ramonet, along with Rémi Belli coming back into the game. Finds Addison. So far leading the way here for the Canadians. Baseline, and he gives Canada a 1-point lead. Well, if you are a neutral wheelchair basketball fan, this is the kind of game you want to watch. A game that could very well go down right to the wire. Collier reversing this one. Ramonet, cross-court pass, finding Caillot, but now they go to Mahiaoui inside the paint. And again, it's back and forth. Both teams exchanging field goals on the IWBF stock exchange market. The question will be, who will have the higher interest rate at the end of 4 quarters? Hedges goes for 15, unable to connect. Just under 90 seconds here in the first half. Canada right now need to stop. They want to get possession back. They don't want France to extend their lead. But Collier from downtown unable to get this one. Anderson with a rebound. Looking to push, but he throws it right away as Ramonet intercepts the pass. Well, the problem now for Canada, they have put France in the penalty. So 2 free throws coming up for Alexei Ramonet. Just too short on the first one. Well, free throws are one of those. You don't want to look back and think the outcome of this game could have been different had you made your free throws. You just need to go to the charity stripe and you need to knock them down. Or in the case, have Mahiaoui on your team and fight for every offensive rebound. Ramonet from 18 puts this one up. Just didn't quite get the power under it. We're under a minute to go. Canada potentially could go for 2 for 1. Anderson finds Higgins. Higgins gets rejected. Good defense, but it falls right to Dallaire. Time winding down. Higgins, long distance, gets it. And the lead goes back to the Canadians. Well, there should be indeed 6 seconds difference between game and shot clock, but there's a slight delay. So the 2 for 1 might be a little bit tricky here for the Canadians. As Ramonet inside the paint again, it's just back and forth between Canada and France. Canadians will get one last chance, but they've got to go quickly. Hedge is trying to push this. Needs help. Well, Mahiaoui with a steal puts up the Hail Mary, and that is no good. Well, international wheelchair basketball fans end of the first half, and it is indeed Les Bleus, La France, with a 1-point lead. The hosts right now will go into the halftime break with a slender advantage against Canadians. Well, again, looking at this game so far, the rebound count definitely going in favor of the French. 6 offensive rebounds at the moment, only 1 offensive rebound for Canada. Well, France do have 2 steals. They have 4 turnovers for that matter. Canada have slightly more, but that is how it is at the end of first half of play. Well, we're going to take a short break, and we will be back in just under 14 minutes for the second half of this game of the IWBF Repechage live here in Antibes, France at the Azur Arena. We'll leave you with the highlights, so please enjoy.
Il faudra ensuite marquer Attention. Vous êtes prêts? 3, 2, 1, c'est parti. Allez, on y va. On peut les encourager. C'est parti, ça se talonne. Allez, allez. Alors, vous voyez donc le ballon, il va falloir shooter. Hop, c'est parti. Voilà le ballon, hop. Allez, allez, shoot encore. Ah, c'est pas loin, c'est pas loin. Allez, on va passer au deuxième candidat. Allez-y, c'est parti, vous pouvez y aller. Hop, c'est parti, go, go. Allez, c'est parti, ça shoot. Oh, papa! Ça a failli rentrer. Allez, un peu plus en haut, un peu plus. Alors, ils sont pas loin, ils sont pas loin. Ah, dommage, 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 dommage. Allez, dernier essai. Allez, on va passer à nos deux autres candidats. Messieurs, est-ce que vous êtes prêts? Allez-y, vous pouvez commencer. Allez-y. Allez, petit slalom, hop, hop, ouais, il y a la technique, hein. Allez, tac, on y va, on shoot, hop, voilà. Allez, vous avez le droit de tester, hop. Et ça rentre. C'est rentré. Bravo, les gagnants, bravo, good job. Et nous avons d'autres candidats. Messieurs, dames, allez-y. Allez, c'est parti, on y va, ça slalom. Hop, encore deux plots et ils vont arriver donc au panier. Allez, c'est à vous, on y va, on shoot. Allez, c'est pas loin. Encore une fois. Et c'est rentré pour monsieur. Yes. Bravo. Les deux suivants. Messieurs, est-ce que vous êtes prêts? Allez-y. C'est accroché sur la course. Alors ça va se passer au shoot. Allez. Allez, un peu plus haut, messieurs. On va attendre à deux vainqueurs. Oh, papa, c'était vraiment pas loin. Pas loin du tout. Oh là là. Et encore un essai. Et voilà, donc on a deux vainqueurs. Ils sont là.
Merci à tous les participants. Et on peut applaudir l'ensemble des participants du Challenge EDF. Anthony, faites du bruit.
Merci, bravo. Alors,
place aux acteurs de ce match. Je rappelle le score. L'équipe de France 28, le Canada 27. L'équipe de France est passée en tête à l'issue de cette fin de première mi-temps, Anthony. On va donc maintenant souffler un petit peu, vous laisser souffler. On vous rappelle bien sûr que la buvette peut vous accueillir si vous avez besoin de vous approvisionner en boissons et autres physiques. Et puis on se retrouvera dans une dizaine de minutes pour la suite de ce match à suspense opposant la France et le Canada. Bien sûr suivre le cube pour l'état de nos partenaires.
Chaque jour. Mettre un pied devant l'autre ou simplement s'y mettre, ça ne demande pas beaucoup d'efforts, juste un peu de motivation. Allez.
5 minutes, c'est un bon début. On est déjà fiers. Fiers d'avoir commencé, d'avoir choisi de prendre les escaliers.
10 minutes, ça marche aussi en nageant, marchant, en courant sans destination, chez soi, dans le jardin, sur le sable ou simplement en allant chercher ses pains.
20 minutes. Bouger pour soi, bouger avec les autres. En famille, à l'école, au travail, peu importe, mais ensemble.
30 minutes, c'est fait, ça fait du bien, ça te fera peut-être pas soleil se lève au sud. Ici, nous sommes une terre de contraste. Ici, on est heureux de vivre. Et on y croit en faire. Ici, on nous fait rire comme les autres. Ici, le soleil se lève au sud.
Change direction, job life or plan. So stay on course, never stop. That's the way to the top. But when choosing your way, forget what they say. Focus on actions, don't follow distractions. If you change every day, you just lose your way. So don't waste your time, don't waste a day. Forget the other options and stick to plan A.
Un élan. Une force, un mouvement, une puissance, une énergie, une espérance, faire du plus grand événement sportif qui soit une source d'inspiration durable, une ambition, faire de Paris 2024 les Jeux les plus responsables de l'histoire. Ensemble, faisons briller les Jeux de Paris 2024.
Allez, pour celles et ceux qui veulent nous accompagner, n'hésitez pas à vous lever, de monter avec nous. Allez, les temps de notre place, reprise du match dans 3 minutes. Allez tout le monde, on va taper dans les mains, on va même chauffer le chaudron et le faire allez. Tout le monde, travaillez et vous allez. Faites du bruit pour l'équipe de France. On le rappelle, cette poule, la poule de la mort, la France figure pour l'instant figure en bonne position puisque si elle remporte ce match, elle sera première ex aequo.
The 2024 IWBF Repechage tournament, in which 4 teams will have one last chance for Paris. Well, actually 8 teams, but 4 teams will make the journey. Already the United States of America, Great Britain, Spain and Australia have already booked their tickets for the 2024 Paris Paralympics. Well, currently this game between France and Canada has been a roller coaster of excitement. Both teams exchanging leads back and forth. And as it stands, Les Bleus, France, the home team, they currently have a 1-point lead. Well, so far, the second chance points have definitely gone in favor of Les Bleus. They've done a great job of going after relentless offensive rebounding, while Canada currently only have 1 offensive rebound. They need to make sure they get more buckets in transition, but defensively, they've done a better job in the second quarter. They were down by as many as 8 points. Well, the Canadians currently being led by Patrick Anderson. He has 13 points. Second top scorer is Higgins. He has 8 points, but he does have 3 fouls, and he's not the only player. Garrett Ostepchuk also has 3 fouls. He was one of their key players yesterday in their close game against the Netherlands. While for Les Bleus France, no surprise whatsoever. Nicolas Janset, 9 points. He had a phenomenal game yesterday in their victory against Iran with 28 points and 9 rebounds. He was 1 rebound short of a double-double. Well, we get things back underway, and it will be France with the first possession. Deep 3 coming up, and again, beautifully tucked away. Well, bienvenue, welcome back, Monsieur Ramonet. Giving France an early 4-point lead here in the second half. France win tonight, they will go 2-0. The Canadians don't want to go 0-2. Both teams potentially could be 1-1 if Canada do win. Dallaire, top of the key from 15. Beautiful lock, and again, no problem. Canada cutting it down to a 1-possession ball game. Well, hello and welcome to all of the live viewers here on the IWBF YouTube. Please make sure you hit that like button. France looking to extend the lead, but unable to convert this one. Well, Dallaire almost turns it over behind the back, and it goes out of bounds. France will get it back, but it'll only be 14 on the shot clock. Taking care of the basketball is going to be so crucial here in the second half of both these two teams. Ramonet puts up a lob, draws a foul. That is a veteran's move. Intelligent play by Ramonet. He knew the contact was coming by Jasmine. Well, there was a crossover. When I watch it quickly, Ramonet gets it off in time. And there's the slightest bit of contact. A good call by the officials. Well, Ramonet still has his troubles from the free throw line this evening. Well, France were 4 for 9 in the first half. Currently 40% from the charity stripe. As Ramone missed them both. Anderson gets a rebound. Canada looking to tie the game up. Maybe take the lead with a three-pointer. They've had one three-pointer in this game, and that came from Patrick Anderson. A foul is going to be called against Sofia Mehiahoui. Well, if you are currently new to this game, you've only just joined us. This is the 2024 Repechage tournament in which 4 teams looking to book their tickets to the 2024 Paris Paralympics. Canada unable to tie the game up, as Cayole's very happy to see that one go out of bounds. Well, this is game day 2 of this Repechage tournament, the first of its kind, as we will have 2 more days of gameplay. The final day will decide who will be the 4 teams that will be on their way to see the beautiful Eiffel Tower for the Paralympics. Mehiahoui twisting, turning, good hands on defense. Canada forcing a turnover, but now can they counterattack? Anderson looks at his options. Mehiahoui doesn't want to allow him any time and space. Inside the key, goes up, gets the M1. Well, great response by Higgins. Second player in this game now to go into double digits, right behind Patrick Anderson, and a chance to make this a lead for Canada for a three-point play. The only issue right now for the Canadians, the free throw shooting. Well, indeed, no, actually, it's the first time Canada's gone to the free throw line here tonight. Higgins, no problem, converts a three-point play, gives Canada a 1-point lead. Tempo so key in this game. Both teams riding on the emotion. Inside the lane, and Ramone will go to the free throw line. Maybe not such a bad foul here for Canada, because as great as Ramone is for this French team, the inconsistency from the free throw line has been an issue for Les Bleus. Let's have a look at the replay. Ramone coming off the screen. Foul's going to be called against Dallaire. 4 for 11 from the charity stripe so far tonight for Les Bleus. But can Ramone deal with the pressure? Yes, he can on the first one. Tying the game up at 32 apiece. Makes them both, and that's big time. Sometimes the nerves, the anxiety, the pressure can get to the players when they go to the charity stripe. But that time, Ramone showed none of those. Anderson catches a tough one, goes up. Beautiful finish. And that might be the quickest transition of a press breaker we've seen from the Canadians so far in the first 2 days. Ramone going back to that ball screen scenario. Gets inside the double block. Unable to finish. Canada unable to secure the rebound. France will get another chance. Cayole from 15 again. Well, he wasn't thinking about shooting, and in the end decided why not. Sometimes you see the players of this French team, because they're such an unselfish team, so collective, but at times, any player at any moment can deliver. Now the Canadians looking to regain the lead. Tough shot coming up by Higgins, and again he gets the lucky roll, and he gets the killer drop off the bank. Well, this is exciting stuff. Both teams, like it was in the first half, France's lead was as big as 8, but it's just back and forth action. Canada come up with a steal. Foul is going to be called. Well, the foul is going to be called against Hussein Baled. .6:45 to go here in the third quarter. It feels like we've almost played 10 minutes because it's just been exciting action on both ends of the floor. Nice pass inside the lane. Canada looking for a three-point lead, but he's unable to finish. Well, it was a tough angle. And now France can counterattack. Ramone needs people with him. Finds Ballet, kicks this one out. Cayole almost fumbles it. It's going to be a turnover. Can Canada press break? Can they find an option? Cross court finds Higgins. Anderson inside the paint. Weighs his options up, goes up, gets the and one. Patrick Anderson, 15 points. Leading the way so far here. Well, he got it inside the key. That's interesting about Patrick Anderson. Looking to pass it. And a timeout's going to be called by Les Bleus. They trail by 3 points. There's 6:07 to go here in the third quarter. Well, I think the timeout definitely has been called because the French have identified Canada have started to build momentum. It's their biggest lead so far in the game. Remember, France led by the most amount of points of 8. But look at this counterattack. Anderson getting it forward so quickly, using the bank, depositing 2 points. And same with Kyle, that's a good response. And this is why this game has been a true thriller. Well, Higgins has been big so far, 13 points, second top scorer in this game, right behind Patrick Anderson. France do have 3 players close to double digits. Collier with 8, re-enter the court. Well, France making a change is now Gulassi coming into the game for the first time tonight. Well, he was effective at the IWBF World Championship. He really became a great defensive player for Les Bleus. And that's probably the main reason they've got him into the lineup. Anderson giving Canada their first 2-possession lead of the game. France looking to cut it back down to a 1-possession deficit. Nice passing inside the key. Goes for a no-look. Well, that would have been something special. Canada building momentum, but Jean putting his hand to cut. Well, good defense, forcing the turnover. And Patrick Anderson disinclined to give the ball immediately to Jean. France looking to reassert themselves. Currently a 5-0 run for the Canadians. Jean on the baseline, hand in his face goes up. This guy needed at the moment. Mission automatique. Almost halfway gone here in the third quarter. Canada leading by 2 points. Gulassi trying to defend Patrick Anderson. And that might be a good substitution for Les Bleus. Jean trying to find some separation. Canada's defense just holding strong. But he's able to get the shot off, and he ties the game up at 39 apiece. Well, I don't know if it was trying to give him a little bit of rest, but the fact he wasn't starting at the beginning of the second half. Now he's back in. Now France have tied the game up. Tough pass. Falls right into the hands of Delay, but he misses a wide open layup. Higgins give and go under the basket, draws a foul, but it won't be an and one. As Ostapchuk, who does have 3 fouls, and he was one of their main go-to players yesterday against the Netherlands, will go to the free throw line. Interesting, it's only Canada's second trip to the charity stripe. They haven't missed a free throw tonight. Can they maintain that 100% record? Doesn't get the roll on it. I think they have something called a co-commentator's curse, because I do believe I was speaking with John Hobbs at halftime, and he said that Canada's free throw shooting was going to be crucial, but maybe he's right, because now they're 3 for 4. France down by 1. Turning it over. But now they regain possession. Les Bleus trying to rally with Remy Bailey. Looking for Jean. Under pressure, goes up. He draws a foul. And Coach Matteo Ferriani infuriated. But it may not be a bad foul because France have only made 6 out of their 13 free throws this evening. But if there's one play you want to count on to make them, Jean Serre is that kind of player. Oh, he was terrific last night in their big victory against Iran. 28 points, 9 rebounds. Makes the first one, tying the game up. Well, you can feel the anxiety here in the Azur Arena. These fans would love to see their home nation go to a 2-0 record. But they know they're up against a very inspired Canadian national team. As now Vermette and Bo Hedges checking back into the game. Anderson inside the key, goes up, can't finish. Fighting for the rebound, but doesn't come up with it. And now Les Bleus leading by 1, looking to extend. They have the numbers. Finding Jean Serre inside the paint, but he's unable to finish. And just comes up with a rebound, but we have a delay in play. Well, Remy Bailey being helped up. Now Canada will get it back, looking to regain the lead with 3:26 to go here in the third quarter. Well, international basketball fans, let us know, who do you think is going to come out victorious? Will France go 2-0, or will Canada go 1-1 tonight? This is game day 2 of the IWBF Repechage tournament. 4 teams will be looking to go to the 2024 Paris Paralympics. Jean Serre, cross-court pass, finding Ramonet, and an offensive foul is going to be called against Kouassi. France failing to reassert themselves, still with that slender 1-point advantage against the Canadians. And Canada will have another chance to respond. Anderson down the middle, finds Higgins, goes baseline, short one, can't get it, but gets his own rebound. Suffocated defense. France do well, now they can break. Ramonet trying to push the tempo, nowhere to go here. Good defense by Delay, but it's a foul called, but it was on the ground. And that's the 4th and final team foul for the Canadians to give away before sending France into the penalty. Down the middle, no foul call. Rebound's been secured by Higgins. Higgins goes for the long one, trying to find Anderson. Well, it goes off of Anderson, it'll go out of bounds, and that's going to go right back to Les Bleus with 2:17 left. Well, France currently have Remy Bailey on the floor along with Jean Serre. Jean Serre, the only French player in double digits at the moment with 15 points. Ramonet from downtown, front iron, can't get it. Well, they almost saw it away. France saved this one. It's going to be a layup for Ramonet, a 3-point lead to Les Bleus. Well, they are piling on the pressure. Canada down by 3 points. They've led by as many as 4, but now they need to find a way back in. A step check, finding Higgins. Under 10 here on the shot clock. It's going to be a turnover. Suffocated defense. Canada choking under intense pressure at the moment. Jean Serre down the middle. can make this a 5-point ball game. But it rolls its way in and out, falling right into the hands of Duran. As Ramenet will try again. It's a 3, it's up, but again, no good. Both teams have had this struggles from the perimeter this evening. And this is very similar to yesterday. Canada playing very well in the first half, but slowing down slightly in the second half against the Netherlands. Can they hold tight? Ostapchuk finds Higgins. Nice give and go. Off balance, can't get it. The rebound's been secured. 51.5 seconds left here in the third quarter. France trying to build off the back of their success against their victory yesterday against Iran. Canada looking for a much needed response in their defeat to the Netherlands. Ramenet finds Duran uncontested from the mid-range and gets the roll. 5-point lead to Les Bleus. Now if France get a stop here, they'll have the opportunity for a 2-for-1. Back to Hedges. Time, space, puts it up. Again, it's on target, but he doesn't get the drop. And now France can get the final shot here. One last shot. You can see the coaching staff. One possession. Jean Serre finding Ramenet. 5 left, shots up, and again, allez les Bleus! France, they are on fire at the moment. They'll go into the fourth and final quarter with a 7-point lead against Canada. Well, where to begin with Les Bleus? I mean, they have just been phenomenal so far. The rebounding count, they were leading the rebounds 33-29, but also doing a very good job of taking care of the ball. 14 assists so far in the game for Les Bleus. Only 12 for Canada. So nearly every category they are taking the advantage. Canada need to regroup. They don't want to repeat of yesterday. Probably the one thing for Coach Ferriani and his players, they need to find ways to play without Patrick Anderson. Well, there was a long shot coming from Ramenet from downtown. Big time three-pointer by a big time player. Of course, Vincent Dallaire at the beginning of the third quarter. There was a dime. Mr. Anderson finding Higgins. Higgins with a finish off the bank. Well, wheelchair basketball fans currently watching this game live on the IWBF YouTube, let us know in the live YouTube comment bank, which team are you supporting? Are you supporting France or are you supporting Canada? Also, hit that like button on the live stream and make sure you subscribe to the IWBF and follow on all social media platforms of Instagram, X, and Facebook. Final 10 minutes. Canada must regroup. They must find the confidence collectively. Ostapchuk cross court finds Higgins. Hedges top of the key. Ostapchuk's going to take this one. It's up. Well, it's a good look. They got a ball reversal, but he just couldn't convert. France now trying to extend on their 7-point lead. They've led by as many as 8 points. Jean Serre finds Bailey, cuts to the baskets. B-E-A, beautiful French offense. Higgins going baseline, bit of contact goes in. That's a good response. And maybe that will just calm down the anxiety of the Canadian players. It's a talented team. Ostapchuk, Higgins, Hedges on the floor along with Dallaire. But now defensively, they need to try and stop this man, Jean Serre. Jean Serre currently 15 points. Can the Canadians rally? Higgins left wide open. 3 is up. 3 is good. Now it's a 4-point ball game. Canada going on a 5-0 run. Very reminiscent of the first half when France built an 8-point lead. The Canadians found a way back. Valmonet now about to be closed out of defense, but again, you cannot leave this man wide open. He will punish you. Welcome back, Monsieur Valmonet. 6-point lead to Les Bleus in front of their home crowd here at the Azur Arena in the beautiful town of Antibes. Higgins getting inside the lane. Has to go for a tough fadeaway. Well, wedgie time. Well, we may need my colleague John Hobbs to go up there and jump, because I heard he definitely has the bunnies. Oh, that's a tough one. Just didn't quite get the right angle on the bank. Jean said trying to get the ball down. Now we will continue play back underway. France trying to build on the success of Valmonet, but a foul is going to be called against Higgins. I believe it is. That's going to be his 4th foul, I believe. Yep. So he cannot afford to commit another foul because they need him. And it looks like Patrick Anderson is going to come back into the game. Valmonet down the middle. Made his last one. Doesn't get this one. Hedges gets the rebound. The foul is going to be called against Glassy. That's going to be his 2nd personal. Well, double change coming in for Canada as Ostapchuk comes in along with or triple change actually. Jazzman also coming back in. Hedges along with Higgins. They'll go and take a breather. Only trailing by 6 points with 7:45 left here in the 4th quarter. Well, Les Bleus France making a change as well as Caillot, the captain fantastique. Coming back in with Carlier. Both players. Caillot has it, or both players with 8 points, 16 combined. Scolassi and Doran will go and take a breather. Well, no, actually, it's going to be Valmonet takes a breather. Along with Grassi, so Doran will stay in. Well, a big shout out to the IWBF for organizing a magnificent tournament here in the beautiful city of Antibes at this wonderful arena, the Azur Arena. Remember, there's 2 days left, so if you're watching internationally, come down and watch. Anderson straight off the bench. Dallaire getting the offensive rebound. Patient ball movement coming from the Canadians. Gonchin also in the lineup. Oh, it's going to come on. Oh, it's going to be a 24-second violation. Yep. So France will get this back. .14 on the shot clock here for France, leading by 6. Durant looking for options, going through Joan Serre. Trying to find Carlier off balance. Inside the paint, no foul called. Well, they're going to call 3-second violation. France infuriated. Now you hear the boos and the cheers from this passionate French crowd. Well, the French fans, they have made a fantastic atmosphere here for the last 2 games. Ostapchuk finding Gonchin. Looking for a give and go. Puts it up outside the key, cutting it down to a 4-point ball game. Canada rallying back, trying to hang in there at the moment. France still had the momentum, though. No need to rush anything. The French fans rallying behind their team. But an offensive foul is going to be called against Carlier for an illegal screen. Another turnover for France. And Canada, slowly but surely, building confidence, possession by possession at the moment. Jean is going to take a break, is coming back into the game. Alexis Ramonet. Well, this would be a big possession here for Canada to cut it down to either a 2 or a 1 point deficit. But France needs to hold tight. Dallaire finding Gauchin. Looking for the give and go. Back to Anderson. He's going to go for the mid-range. Back iron, can't get it. Carlier secures a rebound. It's actually a good offense for Canada, but the end product wasn't quite there. Gamanet outside the key. He's been effective, and he remains on fire at the moment. Well, they've definitely missed him. As he puts Les Bleus back up by 6 points, and now I believe Matteo Ferriani is going to call timeout as his team trail with 6:04 to go here in the fourth and final quarter. Well, international wheelchair basketball fans, we do thank you for joining us here on the live YouTube stream on the IWBF YouTube platform. Please, to help progress the development of international wheelchair basketball, hit that like button and subscribe to the IWBF on YouTube. Follow us on social media platforms of Instagram, Facebook, and X. Well, here are some top replays. Gauchin getting the last bucket here for Canada. They trail by 3 possessions. Well, Alexis Ramonet has been so imperative for France's offense so far here in the second half. He has been phenomenal. Alexis Ramonet currently 15 points, 2 assists and 1 rebound, and he's all done it in 15 minutes of play. Well, both Alexis Ramonet and Jean Say combined total of 30 points. But is it enough to go 2-0 here at the Repechage? Canada trying to go to that give and go option. Layup off the backboard, but it rolls its way out of the buckets. Golden opportunity missed there for the Canadians. And now France counterattack. Canada have the numbers back. Mehiaoui finding Carlier. You got to think now a bucket here for France. This crowd is going to go absolutely nuts. Gamanet, it's been on fire, but again, he just cools down. Canada, can they collect themselves? Trying to find the spacing here in their offense. Building that high percentage look is going to be key here for Canada. Anderson gives this one up. Jasmine mid-range, back iron, doesn't get it. 2 good looks for Canada, but twice unable to convert. Well, Kyle left wide open. He's got 8 points. Make it 10, and he gives them an 8-point lead. Nobody went to close him out. Mehiaoui is going to get called for the foul, the 3rd team foul against France, and that's going to be his 4th personal foul. France only 1 more foul to give here in the 4th quarter before sending Canada into the penalty as the Canadian fans watch on. Still with good spirits, still with lots of positivity and optimism that Canada can come back. Ostapchuk finding Anderson, tough pass. Now it's going to remain Canada ball because it did come off of Remy Bailey. Jasmine was wide open, didn't go for the 3. Finds Anderson. Ostapchuk, mid-range, got to make this. But nothing dropping, and a foul's going to be called against Jasmine. It's only Canada's 2nd team foul. but they still trail by 8 points. Change coming in for the Canadians. Well, Higgins comes back into the game to try and give them some inspiration on offense along with Patrick Anderson. They trail by 8 points. Demi Bailey helping break down the full court pressure. Caillol was the last scorer for France, but Dallaire not giving him any time or space. But they leave Carlier wide open, and an offensive rebound for Bailey. But threw too high a lob pass there for Carlier. Right idea, but the pass was a little too strong. Plenty of time left in this game for Canada, but they need to find one way or another to get back in this one. Anderson inside the key, off balance. Bit of contact, goes up, no foul called. No protest from Patrick Anderson. Here comes Mehiahui, has Remy Bailey with him. Twisting, turning. Cross court, finds Caillol, makes this as a double-digit lead. And in the end, merci beaucoup, Monsieur Caillol. 10-point lead to France, their biggest lead of the game. Well, this run has been strong for Canada. Higgins, three, can he get it? Yes, he can! Canada not going anywhere anytime soon. And Caillol saying, slow the tempo down. We don't need to rush. Over 3 minutes, we have the lead. Finds Carlier inside the paint, and that's what patience does. Patience pays off. Canada don't need to panic, though. They need composure. Higgins made his loss. Makes another one. Well, somebody call the fire department because Higgins, he is al fuego at the moment. Six-point lead. Mehiahui finds Bailey. Back to Caillol. The foul's going to be called against Higgins. No foul call, just a delay in game. Because if that was on Higgins, he would have fouled out, and that would have been a catastrophe. Higgins currently has 24 points in the game. And young wheelchair basketball players take notice of Higgins. What a performance he's had here this evening. Yamane finds Mehiahui, tries a three of his own, but it rolls its way in and out as the ball defies the laws of gravity. Anderson can make it a three-point ball game. Doesn't get it. Offensive rebound. Ostapchuk. And now Mehiahui doesn't want Higgins to have any time or space. Nice give and go. Dallaire inside the key. Goes up. Oh, he missed it. That was crucial. That could be a game changer. And Sofiane Mehiahui, no need to rush anything. France have a 6-point lead. 96 seconds left. Another delay in game. As Canada do have a player on the ground. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Potentially, it could be a two-possession game if Canada go for more three-pointers. But they need 2 stops if they're going to go for that. Caillol inside the paint, puts it up, and it's way too easy. Caillol big time. 8-point lead. Now, if Canada get a bucket before the 1-minute mark, they don't necessarily need to go for a three-pointer now, but Higgins has it on his mind. Cross goal finds Dallaire. Back to Higgins, top of the key. 2 players come out to him, and that's the 4th and final team foul for France to give away. A technical foul's been called. I think it's on Sofiane Mehiahui, I believe. Or coach technical, I'm not quite sure. So Canada will get a free throw. down by 8. And they will get the ball back. No lineup here for the technical.
La cinquième faute pour Mehraoui qui revient en fait dans ce match. Il est remplacé.
No, it was on Mehraoui. Yeah, it's his 5th foul. He's out of the game. I'm not quite sure what Sofiane Mehraoui said. But the officials have called the technical. So if Anderson makes his free throw, it could be a 7-point deficit. Oh, he missed it. The pressure just getting to Patrick Anderson. Now a foul wasn't called. I think the officials saying there was actually a foul before the technical, which would mean, if there was, the France are being noted don't have 14 fouls. Because I'm not sure a foul was called before the technical. Because as it stands, France only have 14 fouls, which means Canada aren't quite in the penalty yet. So it's a sideline possession. If you're Canada, you've got to go quick. You want to ideally score before the 1-minute mark. That would possibly give you 2 more possessions. Higgins finding Anderson. Heavily defended by Jean Serre. Higgins, he's made his last 2. No man's land, can't get it. Offensive rebound. Ostapchuk finds Anderson, but maybe he should have shot that one. And it goes out of bounds, and Les Bleus France will get possession back. Well, job isn't quite finished yet. 49 seconds left. Canada putting on full court pressure. Well, France have missed a lot of free throws this evening, so Canada might want to think about fouling them because they need to commit 3 more fouls before sending France to the penalty. Caillot, top of the key, doesn't get the roll. 30 seconds left. Canada down by 8. Well, Anderson's got to think about the 3-pointer somehow. Finds Higgins. Higgins baseline. Anderson wide open. 3 is up. No good. Higgins offensive rebound. Put back off the bank. 14.8 left. Canada trailing by 6. They need a miracle right now. France just need to get it in bounds. Finding Collier. Looks like France are going to leave with a 2-0 victory at the Repechage. International wheelchair basketball fans, we thank you. Bonne nuit. Allez les Bleus. 2-0. They've defeated Iran, and now they've defeated Canada. Unbelievable performance here for France in the 4th quarter. A magnificent win for the hosts. Well, it's the same story for Canada. They were good for 3 quarters, but wheelchair basketball is a game of 4 quarters for that matter. Sofiane Mehraoui picked up the technical, but it made little difference as the free throw wasn't made. And in the end, France leave with another close game victory. Big win for the home nation. Came 6th place at the IWBF World Championship in Dubai. And their goal is to get to the 2024 Paris Olympics, in which they will be the hosts. So nonetheless, a great job here for the home country. The home fans have put on a magnificent atmosphere. They've enjoyed the occasion, and they could go home tonight sleeping well, knowing that they started with a 2-0 record here at the Repechage. Another unbelievable performance. A great game, great atmosphere here live at the Azur Arena in the beautiful city of Antibes, France. Well, speaking with the many experts in this game, Dylan Cummings, a big advocate for wheelchair basketball. He was confident before this game that France could go 2-0 because he knew the quality they had in their team. Well, the French players now will celebrate with their home fans who show them the respect and pay them the homage for the hard work they put in. A great victory for Les Bleus. Allez la France! And also you can see the support coming from the Canadian fans. Not over for Canada, by all means. Game day 3 tomorrow, and the winners on the finals of game day 4 will be seeing who booked their tickets. Magnificent occasion here for international wheelchair basketball. What an atmosphere, what an event. And a big shout out to the IWBF and the organization of this great occasion. Well, you only have to go back and look at the statistics from this game. I mean, look, France, they were great on every count this game. 41 rebounds, 2 more so than the Canadians, 9 offensive rebounds. France did a relatively good job of taking care of the basketball because Canada had 15 turnovers. And you have to ask the question, had they not had that many turnovers, could this have been Canada's game? Maybe so, but Canada must find a way to play for 4 quarters. Caillot's phenomenal, 14 points. 15 for Ramonet, 10 for Carlier, and 15 for Monsieur Automatique Jean Rancer. He was simply incroyable. A great game for Jean Rancer. But the MVP of this game, in my mind, well, there's only one player you got to go to, and that is Colin Higgins. 26 points for Higgins. He was 1 rebound and 4 assists away from a triple-double. And you've got to give this man some credit. Patrick Anderson getting the first treble of the game. Canada collectively as a team, 4 out of 11 from the perimeter. That almost gave them a chance, but it wasn't enough. 2 more 3-pointers, and you got to think we could have gone into overtime, but it just wasn't meant to be. Ramonet coming back to the team with a bang. As I mentioned, 15 points. Well, those were the only 2 points for Dallaire in this game. Here was the phenomenal transition play. Higgins finding Patrick Anderson. Well, Remy Bailey finding Monsieur Ramonet and finishing this one off the bank. What a game of wheelchair basketball we had here this evening. One unbelievable performance here tonight. Well, we would just also like to say a big thank you to all the wheelchair basketball fans who tuned in. You fans are what make wheelchair basketball a great occasion. The support, the love, and respect from everybody is what makes this a magnificent sport. Please keep on supporting. 2 more days left of the Repechage. Support these magnificent Paralympic athletes who've done a phenomenal job in their careers of getting to this level. And it's not over yet for Canada, and it's definitely not over for France. More games to come. Big shout out to Colin Higgins, 26 points this evening. But in the end, 2 words, j'ai du mot, allez le bleu. Unbelievable performance here tonight. It's all over. We would like to say good night, bonne nuit from the IWBF. More games tomorrow.
Avec le moment à la colonie à 11h, le Canada face à l'Iran à 16h15, la France face au Pays-Bas à 16h15, et enfin pour clôturer cette 3e journée, l'Allemagne sera opposée à l'Italie à 18h. En plus, Anthony, on nous annonce une petite fraîcheur matinale et printanière, donc vous aurez votre place ici dans les tubes de l'Azur Arena. Le chaudron est chaud pour demain.
Mon cher Renaud, je vous invite à bien vous reposer pour venir avec la même énergie demain. On a encore 4 autres matchs. Donc ça va être la folie et surtout le France-Pays-Bas de 15h30 où là, ça va être un enjeu. Ça va être la première place du groupe.
Effectivement, la première place du groupe qui permettra à l'équipe de France d'affronter le dernier du groupe. Et pour le moment, c'est le Maroc. On a eu la chance de voir